Alright, and welcome back to my Loop Hero Let's Play. Very excitedly finished the last run with the smelter, and we are going to attempt to take our rogue back out because this building essentially unlocks the Arsenal Golden card, which in turn not only does it give us 30 more base HP, but it also gives us an additional armor slot. You have to place a building, which does take a slot up on your map. I think it's more than worth it. Let's go ahead and just jump in. Hopefully I won't be overly disappointed with this. I don't think I will, but let's go ahead and just take a look at our card setup. This stuff is still good. I'm going to keep this in because the resurrection is just amazing, but there's some really good abilities for the rogue. Okay. Looking at our cards, I don't think we're going to change anything. We're still kind of farming for, resources, obviously, while we do this. Now, what do we want? This is the Arsenal card, by the way, in case you missed it from the last episode. We will be taking other things out and playing with them. And actually, cemeteries I probably should take out at some point. Pure damage, I believe, is what hurts undead more. All that being said, let's just go ahead and take out how we have it set up, how we've been doing it for Warrior, and let's just see if it works for this. I don't know if it will or not, but I can't imagine it being worse, quite honestly. So, let's try it, see what happens. Okay, so you'll notice right out of the gate, we've got a card here. We're going to place it, boom, and now, bam, we have this slot here, okay? So that's a completely separate slot that so far we haven't seen. I believe that it's available on the Necromancer right out of the gate. But let's just see how we do, if we can equip ourselves. Remember, now it's all about trophies. Right? So the more we get, the better off we are. We're gonna employ the same type of strategy. I need to keep one location open for a grove, as a matter of fact. We just We'll preset that up. Now, if we had the building upgraded, we'd have full rogue starting gear, but we don't. We're going to just do the same thing we've always done. And we're going to see if it scales better or worse. Last time I think I tried to push this a little too hard at the beginning. We need a couple of rounds to kind of get our footing, essentially. Okay, so this is our loot. We only got one weapon, which is a bit disappointing. So that's obviously going. Got a couple of armor pieces, 74 defense, 76, 74, and 81. Okay. I guess we'll just do that for now. Boots, we got 5 evasion, 3 evasion, and 3. So we'll keep the 5, obviously. And then we've got necklaces. Here we go. Magic shield, okay? This is a completely new stat for us, basically, or for the viewer. I mean, obviously I know what it is, but anyways, this gives me a shield as I go into each combat. So now you'll see that blue, well, it's gone now, but the blue bar above, and it resets for every battle. That gives us a massive advantage, as you can probably tell at this point. Okay, now, I'm pumped up, and I'm hoping this is going to be the difference that we needed to kind of get moving and start actually being able to farm some stuff here. Oh, wow. +1 to max HP for every whole resource gained during the expedition. So that could be pretty good. I mean, it can stack. I wouldn't say it would stack super quick, but it can stack, which is very cool. We're not getting a bunch of meadows out. Here's the thing, though. With this type of build, what you're going to do is build your magic shield, which is going to be a really important stat for this because that's where all of your boost is going to come from. And then what we'll do is we'll bring in the deserts, and we'll spam deserts to lower the mob's health, which is probably what I should have done. You know what? We are going to put this here. Okay, we got 2 death cards. Wow, this is it's pretty insane. Wish we had a treasury, but we definitely do not. I probably shouldn't have blocked that now that I'm thinking about it, but okay, well, whatever. We're just trying to get as many kills as we can get. I'm going to boost this for now, but this is not going to be important in the grand scheme of things. We're gonna set this right here, and hopefully this doesn't backfire on us. So he just ripped through our shield, but we did beat that, so that's good. You can see how this could potentially, if it resets every battle. Okay, what do we get? Okay, all that got converted, so that's great. Okay, now, oh yeah. Okay, look at these. Look at some of these weapons. Okay, this is where I think the most fun is to be had. 6 to 8, we're not going to take that. 6 to 10, 10 to 14, 10 to 14, and 13 to 19. The critical damage is nice, but at this point, beggars can't be choosers. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace these two, and we're not going to worry about it. Our damage just skyrocketed. All right, now let's look at magic shield 68 and 71. So obviously we're going to use this one. Armor 226 to 161. Oh my gosh, this is so much better in my opinion. Now it's lower tier gear, you can see, but you know what? I think this is going to work. If you compare this to loop 3 of what our warrior had, I bet it would be no contest. I need to bring the deserts in. I think the deserts can work. Okay, let's see how we do. Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, there's that. We can get. You know what? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it in. I'm going to see if we can handle that or not. And furthermore, I'm going to put this here. Sorry if you hear some background noise. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Oh, finally we get the treasury, of course, after I used all my meadows. Thank you for that. So these are just extra shards. That's all we care about is shards, right? I'm gonna put one there. The more kills we can get, the better off. We got a blood grove. Unfortunately, I don't have anywhere to put it. We haven't gotten a single vampire mansion. That's questionable, for sure. I think what I'm going to do is put this here, put that there, and then hopefully we can build something out over there. Hopefully you guys are seeing the power of this now, though. Okay, so all that gets converted, and we get to see what do we have next. I always like to sort by weapons first, so 13 to 19, Gladius and sword, so we need to replace the Gladius, which is this. So we'll get rid of that. Okay, wow, we got a lot. Let's just look at the armor, because we only have one piece. 226 to 242. Okay, didn't have any problems with that run, I don't think, did we? This is going to be, oh wow, so 10% evasion plus crit damage chance. I think the choice is clear there. And then what do we have? 90, 74 plus pure damage, or 73 in attack speed. We'll take the 90 for now. Okay. Okay, here's our first level up. Let's see, what are we going to get? Anything good? Fighting against 3 or more enemies will grant you an additional trophy. For each missing 10% of max HP, the hero has a... So this doesn't hit very often, obviously, so we're going to go ahead and do this. And that can be really good. I'm gonna leave again. I'm gonna leave the goblins in because it might actually be good that they are here now. Because remember, the more trophies, the better. So, assuming we can survive, we just want more stuff to kill. Lots of rocks. Okay. Excellent. Now, like I said, typically I'm not boosting my overall, like, health here. That's not what you would normally do with a rogue, but we're doing it because I don't really have any other option currently. Also, you'll notice that the rogue has a cooldown on how fast he can attack. If you see this, you see that little blue bar at the bottom that goes up and down? Oh, finally, we got some vampire mansions. How about that? Anyways, if that caps out, there's like a cooldown where he'll go real slow for a little while. And that is by design. I'm going to connect these now. 688 to 707. Okay. Now, the question is, I'm hesitant now to put down a vampire mansion because we still got a lot of stuff to kill. Okay, we got a blacksmith's hammer, plus just straight defense, +1 defense. Excellent. That's really good. So 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's see if it's too bad we couldn't have gotten a little bit more on that one, but all right. So here's our new loot. So we're still kind of just staying on par with the loop that we're running. I love the way Rogue works simply because it just feels better to get your loot at the end of the run. Okay, 13 to 19, that could get dual evasion, so that might actually be worth the slightly higher damage, honestly. I think I'm going to go for that. That's a huge evasion bonus. 30% just right there, and that doesn't even include boots or anything else. Okay, yeah, this here we've got 7, 5, 6, 5. So let's go with a 7, obviously. 174, just magic, just straight up magic shield. Yes, please, thank you. Thank you very much. Wow, and that's, we lose 1 evasion, but we gain, what, like 5 crit damage chance? Yeah, I had to try to calculate that in my head. So now we have a 23% chance to crit for 140% damage. We have almost 30% evasion, 5% vampirism, which obviously isn't that great. The magic shield is this. We've got HP bonus because of the mountains. Yeah, I'd say so far this is going kind of what how I'd hoped that it would go. That's a quest mob. You'll notice we level up much faster. Let's just get some bonus loot here. So this is an example of like a higher tier amulet. Right now our stuff's been pretty low tier, but I'm almost okay with that because the single stat rolls so much higher. So it isn't the worst thing that could happen. Okay, maybe what I'll do is leave this open. Okay, there's another one. It could be fine. Or it could be really bad for us. Who knows? But so far, I would say this is going relatively decently. I mean, we're not even taking damage in like single hit encounters. And now, hopefully, you can see why this could be so good. I mean, I guess I don't have to constantly prove it, but you know what I'm saying. I think what I'm going to do is put this here and then put a blood grove there. That's probably wise. This one already has a blood grove, so we're good there. I mean, this is obviously not the in-game setup, but it works. It is definitely working. Okay, if I truly want to wait, the main goal here is just the resources, obviously. And I'm glad that we have, even if we were to die, oh, look at that. 1 kill afterwards and we get what we need. This is a truly amazing one so far. This is scary here. But we got through it with minimal damage, I'd say. Somewhat minimal damage. I'm not even going to introduce vampires right now, because I think it might be too much with the goblins. Like I said, we're only really getting this HP boost because of the mountains, because typically I wouldn't have mountains. I don't know if having the mountains is better or having the HP each day, because right now we're up to 44. It's probably debatable which one would be better. This is a lot of stuff right at the end. Yeah, they destroyed that right there. I'm really not... I'm not sure how well we're going to do against the Lich. Unless, of course, we level up and get the Resurrection, in which case it'll be guaranteed to survive it, probably. But as you can see, so far, this is going relatively decent. I think I'm tempted to get rid of this because there's just so much there, but we got 30 kills that time. Watch this loot. Oh, I didn't even look at that weapon. I missed the weapon. Dang it. Wow, okay. Well, let's start with weapons. I really wish I had looked at that other weapon, but oh well, I missed it. So, we lose some of our evasion. Oh wow, that's just so much more damage. I can't not do that. Let's look at it again, right? Now we're gonna lose a lot of our evasion, but you know what? We're gonna have to roll with it. You've got to keep getting your attack has got to go up. Yeah, both of these are not as good. See, what's funny is now we are so used to so much magic shield that even this doesn't look that good. And it's a level higher than that 7. Attack speed and crit damage. I mean, it could be good. 668, or we could do something like... See, countering is not really something I do much on Rogue. 433. Health is useless if they can't get through the shield, though, so that's what you're going for, is hopefully getting a nice amulet and then not having to worry about it. If we drop 100 health, our crit damage could be higher, but I don't know. I think in this case, I'm just going to put that on. We're going to be good. We definitely did not get a better pair of boots. Okay, so let's roll again. Now let's hope we can get through the whole thing. Oh, there's the resurrection. This right here is really, really good. We're on loop 6. I really think this is going to be needed. Otherwise, I would take this instantly. But I'm going to take this for now. Okay, now let's just look and see what we got here. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it is a lot less health. And right now we're kind of pre-programmed to do the health because that's what we've been doing on Warrior for so long. There's another one. Okay. No problem there. I think we should probably try to force spawn this. The next... Oh, yeah, we gotta put a... I don't know if the boss gains the vampirism effect. If he did, that would be real bad for us. And if we're gonna spawn him, I should take out this goblin thing before, because we already have to fight this other guy. I don't think you get to re-equip your gear when you go into the square to fight. Pretty sure you don't. But I could be wrong about that too. if we commit, that's it. I think we're going to be fine. Okay, we're not going to drop that one yet. And my hope is that each time we add stuff, we'll get closer to spawning him. The shield is doing exactly what we want it to do. It's absorbing pretty much the blunt of the beginning of damage. I'm going to work on just finishing this too. Yeah, we're going to be fine, I think. Now, whether... Oh, yeah, because we have the resurrection, there's no way we're going to lose. Oh, of course. Had to quest this guy. No, we're fine. Yeah. Of course, we get another treasury, but it's fine. I need to put that there to block that up. Okay, so this area is now ready. Later, we'll get so strong we won't even care about that stuff. We won't even... Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Let's see how this does. Nice. Oops. Now watch what happens when I put one next to another. Something's supposed to happen. I thought there was something that was supposed to happen. I might have missed it. Okay. Interesting. So far, I'd say that this is pretty good, pretty solid. Okay, so here's the question: do we go in and lose a bunch of health? I mean, we're probably going to win regardless, but at the same time, I could just blow all this up and not worry about it. I'm almost positive I don't get the loot until after I kill the boss, which would definitely be a problem. You know what? Whatever. Let's just YOLO. Okay, we're definitely taking a lot of damage here. Not ideal. And we gotta fight that guy. Yeah, he might kill us right outright. Okay, well, we did complete that, so that's great. We did get this. Okay, so this is 15 to 23. Crit damage chance would be good. I think I'm going to replace the scimitar. We have a 47% chance to crit now. It's pretty massive. And remember, I mean, while we're not bringing back nearly as many resources, we did this earlier because we're at the end of Loop 6 and we're fighting him now. Okay, let's stay. Now, of course, we're going to die and then we're going to resurrect and hopefully we'll be fine. $820, that's all the health. So every loop you go up, he gets more and more health too. That's something to consider. So he broke the shield. Look at this, we've almost killed him already. Haven't even died yet. Now, okay, there it is. We almost killed the guy with low health. Okay, let's resurrect. And now he's dead in like 3 hits. Boom. 3 hits exactly. And there it is. See, and then it gives you all the stuff. Now look at the tier of gear we got. 10s and 9s. That's what you're looking for. And we've got essentially the same 3 that it's rotating through until we finally pick one. But Not a whole lot of resources here. Maybe we should go longer loops, but... So here's where we could stay, potentially, and farm just a little bit. And I think we're going to attempt that. I'm going to hit stay, but if I end up dying to this stuff... Oh, you know what? No, we set this up so that we wouldn't stay. Never mind. We're going to have to leave, unfortunately. If I knew I was going to stay, I wouldn't have forced the boss to spawn, which is too bad because we got some really nice loot on that last one. But we'll have to retreat for now. That's too bad, but at the same time, we did exactly what we wanted to do. So let's first see what we have new. Okay, arsenal, I guess. All right. And then let's look over here. We got an antique shelf. Okay, what else? We got a blacksmith's hammer. That's amazing. Awesome. Now. Oh, wow. Okay, we have enough except for the orbs, that's too bad. Because the warehouse is really what I wanted to put down. So let's see, what do we have here? If we undo everything and then hit this, it'll sort everything, right? So then you can sort by what goes in that slot. This is nice when you're fighting vampires all the time. So the question is, do we want that in? Maybe we do something like that, right? I mean, this is how you get really strong, between that and obviously upgrading your buildings, clearly, but okay, so that's what I think we'll roll with for now. We've got some decent stuff over here. Do we hold out for the warehouse, or do we go ahead and put a cemetery down, or do we put a mud hut down, or do we put a farm down? So many different things we could be doing. We have enough for a library, and this gets us to the alchemist tent, which in turn, I don't know what that costs. It's probably going to be harder to get the materials for that. But once we unlock that, something really interesting will happen as far as supplies are concerned. I won't spoil it yet, but watchtowers would be something to invest in, but they're expensive. I mean, we have some materials to use for sure, and this unlocks the necromancer, but we haven't even gotten to the cemetery yet. I would much prefer to run the rogue, but we still need to get the wheat fields. And maybe killing the guys that spawn from the wheat fields is the way we should do it. Let's look at our deck real quick. You could argue that both of these were working to help us survive that. And if I put deserts in, it could either be really, really good, or it could be really bad for us. Maybe we do something like turn that off, turn this on, and then have meadows specifically for the treasuries, and only the treasuries, right? It just means we might waste some initially, because you can't, I mean, well, I guess technically we can put these in certain spots, but you don't want to place these until after you have a treasury down. Nor could you do it with rocks, I believe. So the desert essentially will lower all creatures' HP, right? Including ours, okay? Which is why you don't want to bring rocks with that. That said, our shield will always go up, which means we should be killing things faster. That's the idea behind it. And this is part of the in-game build. Or at least it was when I was doing it before. We wouldn't even bother with blood groves at that point. We could turn that off. I mean, maybe we do that. No blood grove. I mean, we don't really... Well, actually, we do. Battlefields are part of the in-game, because between this and vampire and spiders, that's how we rack up tons of orbs of expansion. So maybe we'll try that next time. We'll take the grove and the village. Village is part of that because it goes with the mansion. The blood grove, if I keep it in, if you're running the rogue, you don't really need the blood grove other than to just make kills quicker. But if you're playing rogue well, you won't have to worry about that all that much. It can help though. It can be the difference. Early game probably. Okay. Obviously we could also try this too, but this is even more challenging. I want to also look at something here. Where is it? Here. Okay, allows you to start with basic gear for any class. This is what we need to unlock that. So that's a lot, as you can see. Plus I don't even think we have these yet. So yeah, that's going to be a while, but that'd be amazing. Okay. What is this? So this was just a flat boost to the campfire, which is certainly not a bad thing. The herbalist hut gives us more potions, and it gives us more slots for the weapon. I mean, that could be good. Maybe that's worth investing in right now. You know, but it takes away these orbs, which, you know, if you look back at what we're trying to build, the library itself isn't that important right this second. This gives us more options for the encyclopedia, because then we'll be able to like learn more stuff about them, about each piece. I don't think that's super important right now, though. This is really good later too. I'll try not to spoil it though. I'm trying to think. Maybe it's just more important to just get some of the other things out. These give you, every time you place one of these, and then there's like 4 or 5 upgrades for each one, you just get more and more spots to put stuff. Like both expansions here, as well as expansions down here. But the quickest way to do that is to buy 2 warehouses. That immediately gives you 10 each, so 20 total, just right out of the gate. Plus each one comes with a chair, an axe, and a food, so that's big. Now obviously we don't have a ton of stuff to equip, but it would be nice to not have a cap. Or a cap that we can hit anytime soon. Let's look at our statistics here real quick. Okay, I'm just scrolling down in case you care. I don't know if you do or not. Probably not, but okay. Okay, let's go ahead and call it there, and when we come back for the next episode, more than likely we're going to be taking Rogue out until we get strong enough and get enough materials to really start, you know, putting all of this stuff out and then really moving on. What is our next goal before we go? We obviously want the warehouse, and that's just a matter of getting the orbs of expansion, at least 1, then we need another 10 of them. The other stuff we could probably put out at some point. This can go anywhere, and I was thinking about going north with that. The problem with trying to get forest is we don't know how to get this, and we still haven't seen a single one yet. And this we need these, and the game really doesn't do what I would call a great job at directing you. I mean, this is still way off too, but the river, between rivers and forest, that's your bread and butter for in-game. You've got your forest, you've got your river, and you've got your deserts. That is in-game Rogue in a nutshell, with the arsenal and, you know, smelter and all that other stuff, the arsenal card and all that. Obviously the cemetery, things like that. And this just helps you at the start specifically. Okay, well, we'll make decisions as we go. Worst case scenario, we can just farm because we know we're going to need the materials anyways. So anyways, hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.